Philosophies revived.
Age doesn't define our capacity for transformation. The concept of the power of now teaches us that every instant presents us with the opportunity to create an impact. Much like a continuously flowing river, time presents endless chances to redirect our journey. This principle aligns with Stoic philosophy, which encourages us that it's always the right time to implement significant changes in our lives. Every fresh start is preceded by the conclusion of a previous chapter. Echoing Seneca's profound insights, these notions underscore the transformative potential of change and development. By adopting the view that life is cyclical, acknowledging that every ending potentially heralds the beginning of something new becomes easier. This perspective equips us to remain optimistic and resilient amidst change, recognizing that every conclusion, regardless of its difficulty, can pave the way for new and positive beginnings. The misconception that aging diminishes our opportunities for growth and learning is debunked by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This philosophy, with its roots deeply embedded in ancient Greek and Roman traditions, offers a refreshing viewpoint, illustrating that every phase of life brims with possibilities, and every moment is an invitation to begin anew. Marcus Aurelius famously stated, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This powerful statement reinforces the Stoic belief in the mind's capacity to affect change, irrespective of age or circumstance. Stoicism isn't merely a philosophical doctrine, but a practical guide to living, as relevant today as it was in the times of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. It instructs us to focus on what we can control, detach ourselves from the outcomes of others' actions, and cultivate inner peace and resilience in the face of life's challenges. This mindset empowers us, especially when we aim to continue learning and evolving. Let's embark on this journey together, understanding that your background or age doesn't limit you. What matters is your readiness to embrace the present, leverage the power of now, and take decisive steps towards ongoing learning and growth. Let the wisdom of the Stoics guide us through the turbulent waters of change, reminding us it's never too late to redefine ourselves, embrace new challenges, and realize our full potential. Join us as we unlock the secrets of Stoicism for self-improvement and lifelong learning. Lesson 1. Embrace the power of now. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's all too easy to lose ourselves in the regrets of yesterday or the anxieties of tomorrow. We're either haunted by the past or preoccupied with the future, leaving the present moment neglected like an unread book on a shelf. However, embracing the power of now, a concept deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, has been a transformative journey for me, changing my perception of time, action, and serenity. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us that the present moment is all we truly possess. Our past is a memory, and our future is merely a possibility. It's in the now where life unfolds, where decisions are made, and where we have the power to shape our destiny. This realization hit me during a period of significant change, where anxiety about the unknown future and regrets of the past clouded my mind. I was there, but not truly present, missing out on the beauty and opportunities right in front of me. The first step in embracing the power of now was to acknowledge that the present moment is a field of limitless possibilities. Just like a river that keeps flowing, time always presents us with new opportunities to change our path. It's a liberating thought, realizing that every moment is a chance to start over, to correct our course, or to take a small step toward a significant change. This doesn't mean disregarding the past or future, but understanding that real life happens in the space between them. Mindfulness became my tool for anchoring myself in the present. By practicing mindfulness, I learned to pay attention to my breath, my thoughts, and my surroundings without judgment. This practice didn't just improve my concentration, it deepened my appreciation for the little things: a conversation with a friend, the warmth of the sun, the taste of my food. These moments, once overlooked, now enrich my daily life with joy and gratitude. The power of now also taught me the importance of action. In Stoicism, the emphasis is on doing what's within our power and accepting what's beyond it. This philosophy encouraged me to focus on what I can control: my thoughts, my actions, and my responses. It's empowering to realize that while I may not control external events, I have the power to control my internal world. This shift in perspective turned passive waiting into active living, where every moment is an opportunity to exhibit virtue, practice kindness, and work towards my goals. However, embracing the present isn't just about seizing opportunities. It's also about letting go. Letting go of past regrets and future worries frees up mental space for the opportunities and joys available right now. Stoicism teaches us that dwelling on what we can't change is futile, and that the serenity to accept these realities is within our reach. By focusing on the present, I learn to let go of what weighs me down, making room for growth and peace. In practicing the power of now, I also discovered the interconnectedness of life's moments. The present is not an isolated dot along the timeline of our lives, but a continuation of the past and a foundation for the future. By fully engaging with the now, I'm not just living in the moment. I'm weaving the fabric of my future with threads of conscious action, thought, and emotion. Lesson 2: turn obstacles into opportunities. The journey of life is much like navigating a vast, unpredictable ocean. Along the way, we're bound to encounter storms that test our resolve, strength, and ability to persevere. It was during one such metaphorical storm that I stumbled upon a Stoic principle that would profoundly alter my course: the notion of transforming obstacles into opportunities. This ancient wisdom, once grasped, illuminated my path forward, teaching me resilience, creativity, and the art of positive transformation. Stoicism, with its pragmatic and grounded approach to life's challenges, offers a powerful perspective. What hinders our journey can also propel us forward. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, famously stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This idea, revolutionary in its simplicity and depth, became a beacon of light for me during times of difficulty. The concept is not about denying the presence of obstacles or the discomfort they bring. Instead, it's about recognizing that within every challenge lies hidden potential. It's a shift from viewing obstacles as barriers to seeing them as stepping stones. This realization came to me during a particularly challenging period where it felt like every step forward was met with 2 steps back. Rather than succumbing to frustration, I began to ask myself, what can this situation teach me? How can I grow from this? Applying this Stoic lesson required a change in mindset. I learned to pause and assess the situation objectively, stripping away the negative emotions and focusing on the facts. This detachment allowed me to identify the root of the problem and brainstorm potential solutions. It was a process of creative problem solving, where the obstacle itself provided clues to its own resolution. Turning obstacles into opportunities also meant embracing adaptability and resilience. Each challenge became a test of my ability to pivot and persevere. By adopting a flexible approach, I discovered new paths that I would not have considered otherwise. These detours, often laden with unexpected treasures, enriched my journey with new knowledge, skills, and experiences. Moreover, this Stoic principle taught me the value of persistence. In the face of adversity, the easy route is to give up or to lament over one's misfortune. However, embracing the obstacle as an opportunity requires a steadfast commitment to one's goals. It's about pushing forward, even when progress seems slow or uncertain. Through persistence, I learned that every effort contributes to growth, no matter how small or incremental. The practice of turning obstacles into opportunities also fostered a sense of gratitude. It may seem counterintuitive, but facing challenges with a Stoic mindset helped me appreciate the lessons they brought. I became thankful for the strength I discovered within myself and for the opportunities to develop resilience, creativity, and adaptability. This gratitude transformed my outlook on life, making me more open to change and more resilient in the face of future challenges. In reflecting on this journey, it's clear that the Stoic lesson of transforming obstacles into opportunities has been transformative. It has not only changed how I approach challenges, but also how I perceive them. Obstacles, once dreaded, are now welcomed as catalysts for growth and self-improvement. Lesson 3. Know thyself. Embarking on the journey of self-discovery is akin to setting sail on the vast seas, where the only compass you have is the one pointing inward. This exploration, inspired by the Stoic injunction to know thyself, has been one of the most profound and challenging adventures of my life. In a world constantly vying for our attention, turning inward to understand our true nature is both a rebellion and a return to essence. The ancient Stoics believed that self-knowledge was the foundation of wisdom and virtue. It's a concept that resonated deeply with me, especially in moments of doubt and confusion. The quest to know oneself is not about navel-gazing or self-obsession. Rather, it's about gaining clarity on our values, motivations, and the principles that guide our lives. This clarity acts as a beacon, guiding our decisions and actions in a world that often feels turbulent and uncertain. The process began with introspection, an inward journey that required honesty and courage. It was about asking tough questions. Who am I beyond the roles and labels society has assigned me? What are my core values, and are my actions in alignment with these values? This process was not a one-time event, but a continuous practice, akin to peeling the layers of an onion, each layer revealing more of my authentic self. Journaling became a vital tool in this exploration. It provided a space to reflect on my thoughts, emotions, and reactions to the world around me. Over time, patterns emerged, recurring themes, persistent fears, and underlying beliefs that shaped my perception of myself and the world. This awareness was both liberating and daunting. It confronted me with my limitations, but also highlighted my strengths and the areas where growth was not just necessary but possible. Mindfulness and meditation further deepened my self-knowledge. These practices taught me to observe my thoughts and emotions without judgment, to see them as passing clouds in the sky of my consciousness. This detachment allowed me to understand the impermanence of my internal states and the power I had over my reactions. It was a profound realization that my external circumstances did not define me. Rather, it was my internal response to these circumstances that shaped my experience of life. Engaging with Stoic texts and the writings of modern philosophers provided an external mirror to my internal explorations. The Stoics, with their emphasis on virtue, reason, and the natural order of things, offered a framework for understanding the self in relation to the wider universe. They taught me that knowing oneself was not an end, but a means to live a life of purpose, integrity, and harmony with nature. The journey of self-knowledge also led me to confront the darker aspects of myself, the fears, biases, and insecurities that lurked in the shadows. Stoicism taught me the importance of facing these shadows, not with judgment or aversion, but with compassion and curiosity. It was through accepting and understanding these darker aspects that I could integrate them, moving towards a more holistic and authentic version of myself. In essence, the Stoic lesson to know thyself has been a transformative journey towards authenticity, wisdom, and inner peace. It has taught me that self-knowledge is the cornerstone of a meaningful life, providing the clarity and direction needed to navigate the complexities of the human experience. This journey is ongoing, a lifelong exploration, where each discovery opens the door to deeper understanding and greater alignment with my true nature. Lesson 4. Practice moderation. In a society that often celebrates excess, the Stoic virtue of moderation stands as a beacon of balance and wisdom. This principle, deeply woven into the fabric of Stoic philosophy, teaches us the importance of self-restraint, balance, and the golden mean in all aspects of life. Embracing moderation transformed my understanding of happiness, success, and fulfillment, steering me away from the cliffs of excess and scarcity towards the tranquil waters of contentment. The discovery of balance. My journey towards practicing moderation began with a realization that the pursuit of more possessions, more achievements, more pleasures rarely led to the peace and happiness I sought. Instead, it fostered a sense of never being satisfied, always chasing the next big thing. Stoicism introduced me to the concept of moderation as a path to true freedom. It was about enjoying life's pleasures without becoming enslaved by them, about engaging with the world while maintaining an inner equilibrium. Applying moderation to daily life. Incorporating moderation into my daily life required a mindful reassessment of my habits, desires, and priorities. It meant learning to say no, not only to external demands, but to my own impulses and cravings. This wasn't about self-denial, but about making conscious choices that aligned with my deeper values and long-term well-being. Diet and consumption. Moderation taught me to enjoy food and drink as sources of nourishment and pleasure, not as means of emotional escape or mindless indulgence. It was about savoring rather than consuming, appreciating quality over quantity. Work and leisure. In work, moderation helped me find a balance between ambition and well-being, preventing burnout and fostering sustained productivity. In leisure, it encouraged me to find joy in simple pleasures, recognizing that rest and relaxation are not just rewards, but necessities. Emotions and reactions. Perhaps most importantly, practicing moderation transformed my emotional landscape. It taught me to approach my feelings with a sense of balance, allowing me to experience joy, sadness, anger, and love fully, but without letting these emotions dictate my actions or disturb my inner peace. The challenges and rewards. Adopting moderation was not without its challenges. It required constant vigilance and self-reflection, recognizing when I was veering towards extremes and gently guiding myself back to balance. There were moments of frustration, of feeling deprived or restricted. Yet, these moments were invaluable teachers, showing me the difference between genuine need and fleeting desire. The rewards of practicing moderation have been profound. I've discovered a deeper sense of contentment, a resilience against the fluctuations of fortune, and a greater appreciation for the present moment. Moderation has become not just a practice, but a way of being, infusing my life with a sense of harmony and wholeness. A call to balance. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, the Stoic virtue of moderation offers a guiding light. It reminds us that true happiness is not found in the extremes, but in the balance. By practicing moderation, we can cultivate a life of purpose, joy, and tranquility, rooted in the wisdom of knowing when enough is truly enough. In embracing moderation, we find not limitation, but liberation, not scarcity, but sufficiency. Let this journey towards balance inspire you to seek the golden mean in all things, for in moderation lies the path to a fulfilling and virtuous life. Lesson 5. Cultivate gratitude. In the tapestry of Stoic philosophy, gratitude emerges as a vibrant thread, weaving together a perspective of life that is both grounded and transcendent. The practice of cultivating gratitude, as I discovered, is not merely an exercise in positive thinking, but a profound transformation in how we relate to the world and ourselves. This lesson in gratitude has been a cornerstone in my journey, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary revelations and challenges into blessings. The awakening to gratitude. My awakening to the power of gratitude came during a period of tumult when the clamor of desires, fears, and expectations drowned out the quiet voice of appreciation within me. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue and the art of living in harmony with nature, guided me back to a simple yet profound truth. There is so much in life to be thankful for, even in the midst of adversity. Practicing gratitude daily. The practice of gratitude began as a deliberate choice, an intention to shift my focus from what was lacking to the abundance that surrounded me. Each day, I set aside time to reflect on the gifts I had received, not just in material terms, but in experiences, relationships, and insights. Morning reflections. Each morning, I would start my day by listing 3 things I was grateful for. This practice grounded me, providing a positive lens through which to view the day ahead. Evening acknowledgements. At night, I would reflect on the day, acknowledging moments of kindness, beauty, or strength. This not only deepened my sense of gratitude, but also my awareness of the interconnectedness of all things. Challenges as teachers. Stoicism taught me to view obstacles not as impediments, but as opportunities for growth. I learned to be grateful for challenges, seeing them as chances to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and courage. The challenges and transformations. Cultivating gratitude in a world that often emphasizes scarcity over abundance was not without its challenges. There were days when gratitude seemed like a distant ideal, overshadowed by worries or disappointments. Yet, it was precisely in these moments that the practice of gratitude revealed its true power, transforming my perspective and allowing me to find peace and beauty in the midst of chaos. This transformation was not just internal, it began to ripple outward, affecting my relationships and interactions. Gratitude fostered a sense of generosity and compassion, urging me to give back and to approach others with empathy and understanding. The ripple effects of gratitude. The practice of gratitude has a way of amplifying itself, creating a cycle of positivity that extends far beyond the individual. It builds bridges, heals wounds, and fosters a sense of community. By focusing on what we are thankful for, we open our hearts to the richness of life and to the contributions of others. A call to grateful living. As we navigate the complexities of life, the Stoic practice of cultivating gratitude offers a beacon of hope and a path to fulfillment. It reminds us that, even in our darkest hours, there are glimmers of light to be found. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging the good in our lives, it's about recognizing the potential for growth, connection, and joy in every moment. Lesson 6. Live in the present. The Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on mindfulness and presence, teaches us to anchor ourselves in the current moment. This lesson, perhaps one of the most challenging yet rewarding, invites us to step away from the ceaseless churn of past regrets and future anxieties to embrace the fullness of now. My journey toward living in the present has been a path of liberation, revelation, and profound peace. Embracing the here and now. The realization that the present moment is the only reality we can truly influence and experience fully was both a wake-up call and a balm for my restless mind. The past, with its unchangeable nature, and the future, with its inherent uncertainty, often distract us from the richness and potential residing in the present. Stoicism, through its practical wisdom, guided me to recognize the power of now and the futility of surrendering this power to times beyond my control. Practical steps toward mindfulness. Incorporating this Stoic lesson into my daily life involved cultivating habits and practices that fostered mindfulness and presence. Mindful breathing. I began to use mindful breathing as a tool to center myself in the present. This simple yet profound practice helped me to calm my mind and anchor my awareness in the ongoing moment. Focused attention, whether eating, walking, or engaging in conversation, I practiced giving my full attention to the task or interaction at hand. This focus not only enriched my experiences, but also minimized distractions and wandering thoughts. Gratitude for the moment. By actively finding things to be grateful for in the present, I deepened my appreciation for the fleeting, beautiful details of life that are often overlooked in the rush toward the next thing. Challenges along the path. Learning to live in the present did not come without its challenges. The mind's tendency to wander to past mistakes or future worries is a formidable habit to overcome. Yet, each time I brought my attention back to the present, I strengthened my mental discipline and deepened my capacity for joy and resilience. The transformative impact. The impact of living in the present has been profound and far-reaching. Relationships became deeper and more meaningful as I learned to be fully with others, listening and engaging without the distraction of my internal dialogue. My work and creativity flourished as I approached each task with renewed focus and energy. Perhaps most importantly, the anxiety and regret that once clouded my days began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of peace and contentment with what is. A continuous journey. Living in the present is a continuous journey, a practice that requires daily commitment and mindfulness. The Stoic wisdom that guides this path is not a destination, but a way of traveling through life, one present moment at a time. It's a reminder that life, in all its complexity and beauty, unfolds in the now, and that our power, our potential, and our peace reside in our ability to embrace it fully. Lesson 7. Embrace empathy and compassion. Embarking on the Stoic path has taught me that, at the heart of true wisdom and strength, lies the capacity for empathy and compassion. Stoicism, often misconstrued as a philosophy of emotional detachment, instead advocates for a deep connection to others through understanding and kindness. This lesson has not only changed my interactions with others, but has fundamentally transformed my understanding of what it means to live a good life, cultivating a heart of empathy. The journey towards cultivating empathy began with the recognition that every person carries their own struggles, fears, and hopes. Stoicism taught me to look beyond the surface, to see the common humanity that binds us all. This shift in perspective was profound, moving me from judgment to understanding, from indifference to connection. Active listening. I learned the importance of truly listening to others, not with the intent to reply, but to understand. This practice opened new doors to deeper relationships and mutual respect. Putting myself in others' shoes, Stoicism encouraged me to consider others' perspectives and circumstances before forming opinions or reactions. This exercise in perspective-taking has been invaluable in fostering empathy and reducing conflict in my relationships. Kindness in action. Empathy became the driving force behind acts of kindness, both large and small. Whether offering support during difficult times or celebrating someone's achievements, these actions strengthened my connections with others and brought joy and fulfillment. The power of compassion. Compassion, the active desire to alleviate the suffering of others, became a natural extension of empathy. Stoicism emphasizes the role of the individual in contributing to the welfare of the community, reminding us that our actions can have a ripple effect. Volunteering and service. Engaging in community service and volunteering provided tangible ways to practice compassion. These experiences enriched my life, offering perspectives and gratitude for the interconnectedness of our lives. Challenges and growth. The path to embracing empathy and compassion was not without its challenges. It required confronting my own prejudices, vulnerabilities, and the often uncomfortable truth that I cannot fix everything. Yet, these challenges were gateways to growth, teaching me the limits of my control and the power of presence and support. Transformative effects. The transformative effects of practicing empathy and compassion have been far-reaching. My relationships have become more authentic and meaningful. My sense of belonging and purpose within my community has deepened. And perhaps, most importantly, my inner life has become richer, marked by a sense of peace and satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with Stoic principles. Lesson 8. Build resilience. The Stoic philosophy has been a lantern on my path, illuminating the virtue of resilience in navigating life's inevitable storms. Stoicism doesn't promise a life free from difficulties. Instead, it offers the tools to build an inner fortress that can withstand them. This lesson in resilience has taught me not just to endure the challenges of life, but to emerge from them stronger and more grounded. Understanding Stoic resilience. Resilience, in the Stoic sense, is the ability to face adversity with courage and to recover from setbacks with grace. It's rooted in the understanding that while we may not control the events that happen to us, we can control our responses to them. This realization was the first step in my journey toward building resilience. Acceptance. I learned to accept the reality of my circumstances without resentment or despair. This acceptance wasn't passive resignation, but a recognition of the present moment as the starting point for growth. Perception. Stoicism taught me that my perception of events is within my control. By choosing to see obstacles as opportunities for development, I transformed my relationship with adversity. Action. Armed with acceptance and a constructive perception, I became more proactive in facing challenges. Each action, no matter how small, reinforced my sense of agency and resilience. Practical steps to build resilience. Building resilience is a daily practice, a series of choices that strengthen our inner fortitude. Here are some of the steps that have been pivotal in my journey. Daily reflection. Taking time each day to reflect on my experiences, challenges, and reactions helps me to learn from them and to cultivate a resilient mindset. Setting and adjusting goals. Resilience involves setting realistic goals and being flexible in adjusting them as circumstances change. This practice keeps me moving forward, even when the path shifts unexpectedly. Seeking support. Building resilience doesn't mean going it alone. Seeking support from friends, family, or mentors has been essential in navigating difficult times. The challenges of cultivating resilience. Cultivating resilience has not been without its challenges. There have been moments of doubt, fear, and frustration. Yet, each of these challenges has been an opportunity to practice Stoic principles, to apply reason and virtue in the service of overcoming obstacles. The rewards of resilience. The rewards of building resilience have been profound. I've discovered a deeper sense of peace, knowing that I can face whatever comes my way. My relationships have become more meaningful as I've learned to approach conflicts and misunderstandings with patience and understanding. Most importantly, I've found a wellspring of inner strength that fuels my journey through life. Lesson 9. Encourage intellectual humility and a willingness to learn. The Stoic journey towards wisdom is paved with the recognition of our own ignorance. This humility, far from being a weakness, is the bedrock of true knowledge and growth. The Stoics, with their relentless pursuit of wisdom, understood that to learn, one must first acknowledge the limits of one's understanding. This lesson in intellectual humility and an insatiable curiosity to learn has been transformative, reshaping my approach to knowledge, relationships, and life itself. Fostering intellectual humility. Intellectual humility is the acknowledgement that our knowledge is limited and that our understanding of the world is always incomplete. This realization was both humbling and liberating for me. It freed me from the need to always be right and opened me up to a world of continuous learning and discovery. Questioning my beliefs. I began to actively question my long-held beliefs and assumptions, examining their foundations and openness to new evidence. This process was not about doubting for doubt's sake, but about seeking a deeper truth. Listening and learning. Embracing intellectual humility meant becoming a better listener, genuinely open to the perspectives and experiences of others. This has enriched my understanding of the world in ways I could never have anticipated. Embracing uncertainty. The Stoic practice of intellectual humility involves comfort with uncertainty, recognizing that some questions may remain unanswered or that some beliefs may change with new evidence has been a practice in patience and openness. The challenge of maintaining an open mind. The path to fostering intellectual humility and a willingness to learn is not without its challenges. It requires constant vigilance against the ego's desire for certainty and control. There have been moments of discomfort and vulnerability in admitting I don't have all the answers. Yet, each of these moments has been a step towards greater wisdom and understanding. The rewards of intellectual humility. The rewards of this Stoic lesson have been profound. My relationships have deepened, built on a foundation of mutual respect and curiosity. My capacity for critical thinking has strengthened, allowing me to navigate the complexities of the world with greater nuance and insight. Most importantly, I've discovered a sense of peace in the acceptance of life's inherent uncertainty. Practicing a willingness to learn. A willingness to learn is the natural companion of intellectual humility. It is an eagerness to expand our understanding, to be perpetually curious about the world and our place within it. This practice involves seeking out new experiences, actively seeking out experiences and information that challenge my perspective and expand my understanding. Lifelong learning. Committing to lifelong learning, not just in formal education, but in the everyday opportunities to grow and evolve. Sharing knowledge and learning from others, recognizing that wisdom is not just acquired, but also disseminated through teaching and dialogue. Lesson 10. Be open to change and flexible. Embracing change with open arms. Learning to embrace change wasn't easy. It meant letting go of the illusion of control over external events and focusing instead on what I could control: my thoughts, attitudes, and actions. This shift required a deep trust in the process of life and an understanding that change, though often uncomfortable, is necessary for growth and renewal. Flexibility in thought and action. I cultivated flexibility by challenging rigid patterns of thinking and being willing to adjust my plans and goals in response to changing circumstances. This practice helped me to remain effective and focused, even in the face of uncertainty. Stoicism taught me to find stability not in external conditions, which are inherently changeable, but within myself. By developing virtues like resilience, courage, and wisdom, I created an inner anchor that held firm, no matter how the winds of change might blow. Seeing change as an opportunity, instead of viewing change as a threat, I learned to see it as an opportunity for growth, learning, and new experiences. This perspective transformed my relationship with change, turning fear into curiosity and resistance into acceptance. Challenges in adapting to change. The path to embracing change was fraught with challenges. Fear of the unknown, attachment to comfort zones, and the pain of letting go were constant companions on this journey. Yet, each challenge was an invitation to practice Stoicism more deeply, to apply its principles in the crucible of real-life experiences.